Kevin was unsure what would happen when he was led in front of the Alliance's director. From what I've heard about your current skill level, you show great promise as an apothecary. So I've decided to give you the title of messenger in our alliance. A man suddenly stood up. He was the Sergeant-at-Arms King, one of the Alliance's 4 kings. I would like you to reconsider. The messenger's position is extremely important to us. We can't let a newcomer take on the role. Kevin saved our administrator candidates and has made great contributions to our alliance. Besides that, his mentor is the Night King. Do you still think that he isn't qualified? Since Kevin is the Night King's pupil, I naturally have no objections. Kevin, come with me. As dozens of people watched, Kevin followed the director's assistants through a large door. What do you have in mind? A month ago, we received news that some of our rival organizations plan to set up a school for the natural healing arts in Chicago. On the surface, it looks like a school to help nurture talented young people, but in reality, it's an attempt to squash our alliance. This is a diabolical plan. Rest assured that as long as I'm still breathing, I won't let them succeed. I was concerned that you wouldn't be willing to attend the school's new campus. But I'm not worried about that anymore. What? You want me to be a spy? I know that this is a difficult request, but it's the best time for you to make a contribution that would convince everyone that you're worthy of your new post as messenger. For you to complete the mission smoothly, I've prepared a secret manual for you. It's in the box on your left. Kevin agreed. He opened the box and took out the manual. Kevin was surprised to see that there was also a blood-red pill in the box. This is called the condensation pill. It helps to keep your internal energy from being unstable, which can be very dangerous. Kevin was willing to take a chance. Without even thinking, he swallowed the medicinal pill in one gulp. His face suddenly felt like it was on fire. This isn't the condensation pill. Lily, who had just finished her live broadcast, was lying on the bed when her phone vibrated. It was a message from one of her fans. Are you busy? Do you have time to go out to eat tomorrow? How about after my show tomorrow afternoon? How about the Salix Leaf Hotel tomorrow evening at 6? No problem. After a while, Kevin gradually came back to his senses. I understand what the pill did to you last night, so I'm willing to let it go. But you should be smart enough to know that this is just between the two of us. If you say a word about this, your entire family will regret that you were ever born. Don't worry, Madam Director. Our secret will never leave this room. When Kevin returned to Chicago, it was already past 7 o'clock in the evening. As soon as he got back to his condo, he got a call from Miranda Steele. Kevin, come down to downtown General right away. Someone just beat Dalton up. Kevin arrived at the hospital within an hour. Dalton was in a coma, and his entire body was covered with blood-stained bandages. Who did this? While we were eating at the Salix Leaf Hotel this evening, we saw Lily having dinner with a man, but then we saw him secretly put something in Lily's glass while she was in the bathroom. Dalton couldn't hold in his temper anymore. He wanted to force Lily to leave, but the man immediately stood up to stop him. They got into a fight and Dalton asked me to call for help. By the time I got back to the hotel, Dalton had been left in the street half dead. Now that he knew what had happened, Kevin got a determined look on his face and pulled out his phone to call Rachel. Kevin, what's going on? Do you know what happened at the hotel this evening? The man who was having dinner with Lily this evening was Nolan Hill from the Hill family in Detroit. I understand, Kevin said as he started to call Lily on the phone. So, you're out of prison? Do you know that because of your gullibility, Dalton almost lost his life? He's still in a coma. Listen, Kevin, we're finished. I have my own life now. Don't call me again. While this was going on, Lily was in a luxurious private room at the Salix Leaf Hotel. Nolan Hill was sitting beside her. I'm so lucky that Dr. Spaulding came to dinner this evening. Not long ago, Dr. Spaulding's family had developed a very powerful medicinal pill. That's why Nolan had invited him over to the hotel. How could I refuse an invitation from such a good friend? I heard that you may have access to a medicinal pill that could help me get past a sticking point in my training. I wonder what I might have to do to get one. How could I let a few medicinal pills get in the way of our friendship? It's just that I've been alone for quite a while. Would you be willing to let me spend some time with this beautiful creature?" "What did you say?" "I'd like you to spend the night with Dr. Spaulding. I've spent a lot of money on you. How about if you return the favor?" "Let me go," Lily said as she struggled to turn around. Then she gave Dr. Spaulding a slap on the cheek. "I didn't expect you to have so much fire. It just so happens that I like women with passion. I find it exciting." "Let me go right now." Just then, the door burst open with a powerful kick. "Who the hell are you?" "Kevin, please save me." "So you're the famous Kevin I've heard so much about. Was Dalton Steele a friend of yours? I'm pleased to tell you that he's done for. He'll never cause anyone any problems for the rest of his miserable life. And you're Nolan? Now that you know who I am, why don't you get the hell out of here? Not only will I not get the hell out of here, but I also have news for you. You'll never get out of Chicago safe and sound. You think you can stop me?" Nolan sneered. Then he snapped his fingers and a dozen bodyguards entered the suite from the adjoining room. "Is that all you've got?" Kevin said as he turned his head and shouted at his people in the hall. "Everyone, come in here." As soon as Kevin finished speaking, a dark wave of people rushed into the room. They were all members of the Myriads. "Capture all of them. Take them all and throw them into the lake." In less than a minute, Nolan was lying on the floor, pressing his hand on the wound on his shoulder. His bodyguards had been beaten until they were half dead. Dr. Spaulding, on the other hand, was lying in a corner, barely breathing. "Don't let this get out of hand. You've gotten the wrong idea. Lily and I are just good friends. My brother is still lying in the hospital and hasn't come out of his coma yet. And you have the nerve to tell me not to let this get out of hand?" After he left the room, Kevin headed to the Salix Leaf Hotel's underground garage. By now, Lily was already waiting for him there. "Kevin, please don't go. I admit I was wrong, but I couldn't help it. I was banished from the Jones family and had no choice but to find work. The online show was all I could find. If Nolan hadn't given me all that money, I never would have met with him." "How much did he pay you?" "I'll bet it wasn't even a tenth of what I gave you." "How could you give me any money? Didn't you get locked up because you'd beat someone up? Didn't you just get out of jail today?" "Is one of your online fans called Mighty Moose?" Lily was stunned when she heard that. Could her top admirer have been Kevin? "I was wrong. I was really wrong. Please don't leave me. We've been married for all these years, but you have no idea what I've been secretly doing for you. I ordered Williams Media to give you Brittany's account, and it was me who told Tyler Dawn to give you the Jones family's majority shares. I even bought you the Dream Lover necklace you wanted so much, but what have you done for me? Since you said that we're finished, let's leave it that way." 3 days later, Dalton's skin was starting to heal. Although his life had been saved, the doctor was sure that he would never be able to walk again for the rest of his life. "Do you want some more soup?" "I'm full. Honey, do you think Kevin's the one who paralyzed Nolan?" "I'm sure of it." "I never expected Kevin to be so ruthless. Who would have thought he had it in him to beat someone so savagely?" Just as Miranda was about to reply, Kevin pushed open the door and walked into the room. "Kevin, did you just get out of a coal mine?" "Don't worry about me right now. Hurry up and swallow this pill." Dalton didn't say a thing. He just opened his mouth and swallowed the pill. "Damn you, Kevin. What the heck did you just give me? That's the most bitter thing I've ever tasted." "I know it's bitter, but it will definitely help your recovery. Besides, this pill has a very nice name. It's called the Restoration Pill." By 6 o'clock in the evening, they'd arrived at the Steele family's mansion. Norman Steele sat at the head of the table. Dalton's cousins were also at the table. One of them was Rain Steele and the other was Blanca. "I'm sure you'll be completely recovered soon, my boy, and your timing couldn't be better. It just so happens that the Chicago School for the Natural Healing Arts will open in just a few days. I want you to go there with your cousins." "Kevin, do you want to join me?" "Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss it for the world. By the way, Dalton, I have something for you," Kevin announced as he reached into his pocket and pulled out an herbal pill. "Kevin, have you been training as an apothecary?" "I just dabble in it." Everyone at the table gasped when they heard this, especially Norman, who was very impressed. "Dalton, take this pill. Don't take it, Dalton. He may be an apothecary, but just look at how he's dressed. He can't possibly have any skill. Shut up, Blanca. You have no idea what you're talking about.
So, Kevin, what the hell is this thing?
Hold on. I wonder if you wouldn't mind letting me take a look at it. Be my guest, Kevin said very respectfully. He took the power pill and put it in Norman's hand. Kevin, is this really a power pill?
Hi, Kevin here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of InstaEmpire now with the link in the description.